Wells in the corner. There's the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Grizzlies head coach had a few moments to share with me. Coach was enthralled by the court awareness of LeBron James. He said, quote, very few guys know where all the players are on the court at all times. Very few players have the skill and the ability to take advantage of any slip-up. LeBron falls in both of those categories. There's a reason people talk about him as the GOAT. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Here's Coward. Baseline try. Rebounded by Smart. And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is Ja Morant. But his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
Here's Wells following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Edie laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Smart passes to Hachimura. And here's the fast break. Wells leading the way. And Aldama has it in the corner. Here's Coward from outside off the mark. Lakers trail by 5. Outside for Smart. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Going to work in the lane. Smart's tough in there.
Picked his pocket. Here's Kennard, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set. So graceful with the teardrop.
And the layup's good off the glass. Smart's got his second basket of the game.
And that's LeBron, one of the best front court playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
Pass to Coward. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And they take the lead.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Morant. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Coward. And here's Morant. And a miss there on the triple.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
LeBron can't get it to go. Here's Wells from past the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wells has got 8 points.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Hachimura, the pass to Ayton. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams changing it up here. Here's Jerome. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game. Jackson has the open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And out of bounds is Memphis gains possession. .109 left in the first. There's a screen by Aldama. Count it, good.
Well, that's Morant, always applying the pressure.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hachimura. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Aldama gets the bucket.
Well, Aldama's size makes attacking from right under the hoop an easy option.
James has a two-pointer. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Lets it go from 14. And it's Morant missing.
When the defense is playing awfully like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And the dunk by James.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And stolen by James. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. James has got 10 points in the game.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Maxi Kleber is out there with Jake LaRavia. Then there's Hayes. Then it's James. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. It's Jackson with the drive. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys, but this is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Out left to the wing. Clark with a wide open look. Money from the wing.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
LaRavia. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. LaRavia's got his first 3 points of the game. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Los Angeles with some changes. James checked in for Maxi Kleber. Marcus Smart comes in for Connect. And it's Kennard in for Smith. To the left side wing. And the basket by Prosper. Prosper's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the threat of jaw scoring really opens up the opportunity for assists.
Here's James. LeBron carving out space inside.
Well, that's his game. When he gets to the iron, he knows he's won.
Morant against Kennard. From 11 feet away. And it's LaRavia with the rebound. Lakers leading by 4. So what do you like about Jake LaRavia the most? He's a 6'7" versatile forward. Seems to have a pretty good skill set.
He's got a great skill set, Kevin. And what he's got is he's a great decision maker. He knows when to pass, when to shoot, when to dribble, so he doesn't make many mistakes. He plays both ends of the floor, and he brings consistent energy and effort. Jake LaRavia will help you win games. suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Pass to Laravia. Releases. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Laravia's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers. Morant kicks to Wells. Offensive rebound. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Stolen by Jackson. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. They need this. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers leading by 10. Here's Smart. And he lays it straight in. Smart's got 6 points.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Zach Edey, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama comes in for Gigi Jackson. The Lakers also making some changes. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Hayes. And it's Hachimura in for Jake LaRavia. To the middle, and stolen by Ayton. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. 2 points, that one goes. And it's 8 points for Marcus Smart.
Well, you know Smart is going to hustle back in transition. He's got that fire.
Morant with a wide open look. Wide open shot is on the money. 1:31 left in the first half. Kennard against Morant. Smart nailed from three-point land. Smart's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, when he gets in a rhythm out there, Smart can be a problem at the arc.
Back to Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
James, the pass to Ayton. And that one drops for him. He's got 6.
Well, Ayton is quite literally a house in there.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Down by 15. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. LA's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist from Smart. Smart's got 3 assists in the game. Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Kennard, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, this is what they want from Ayton. Play big.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Here's Aldama. Here's Morant. He's covered by Ayton. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's LeBron out. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Please divert your attention to center court and get ready for the third half-court shot scoreline. Get ready for the shot. Let's do
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Los Angeles leading by 20. Santi Aldama is out there with Edey. Then it's Jalen Wells. Then it's Morant. And it's Coward in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Twoma Zisolo as we begin the second half. Here's Morant, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Here's Edey. A rebound by the Lakers. Ayton inside. Guarded by Morant. And that one's good, Ayton.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Back over to you.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. And here's Morant. After Rui Hachimura gets his shot to go from deep. Here's Aldama. And they pick up 2. Aldama's got 7 points in the game.
And at 7 feet tall, Aldama can burn you inside. Even with the contact, he's tough to contain at times.
Now here is Hachimura. And there it is for him.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Aldama with the ball. Covered by LeBron. Pass to Edey. Oh, the power on that throwdown. Wow. The 360 jam.
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Lakers leading by 22. And the 7-footer Santi Aldama. You know, Stan, he looks like a guard out there at times.
Oh, the way this guy has improved since he's come into the league is phenomenal. You know, this is a guy who's gotten better as a shooter, more consistent, more efficient. But then he's added, like you said, his ability to put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, and his ability to pass off the dribble. This is a very skilled big man.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The drive by James, and the basket is good. LeBron's got 19 points.
So skilled at finding lanes to the basket. James explodes towards the rim with aggression.
And Edey has it in the corner. Pass to Coward. Back to Aldama. Fires the 3. Hachimura grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 22. Ayton, the pass to James. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
Oh, filling it up. James doing it all.
Morant passes to Aldama. Count it. Aldama's got 9 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Hachimura. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Jerome He's checked in for John Morant. Jake LaRavia is checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Luke Kennard. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Connect. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Smart. Lakers have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. Pass to LaRavia. Hits it from three-point range. 8 points for him.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Here's Coward. Still without a basket.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Hachimura. Outside, Smart. Pass to Connect. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Connect's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Back to Jerome. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's LaRavia. Hands it from downtown. LaRavia's got 11.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 34-point advantage heading into... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for the Lakers right now, he's out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's James. Then it's Jake LaRavia.
Well, Morant just put so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. No good with the triple. LaRavia inside. Jackson on him. And that one's good. LaRavia.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Down low, Jackson, and Jackson throws it down home.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. James, the pass to Hayes. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. LaRavia inside, guarded by Jackson. Drops in the layup for 2.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Clark sets a screen for Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Kleber with the bucket.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
To the inside. Here's Clark, and slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Kleber. Guarded by Morant. Here's LaRavia. Knocks down the 3 ball. Laravia's got 7 points for the quarter.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Hayes the pass to James. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Smith comes in for James. Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Jerome. Outside Jackson. Over Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 5.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
The Lakers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And Kleba slams it in.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, isn't it? Both teams trading punches. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Here's Morant after the basket by the Lakers. Pass to Edey. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Hayes. Good.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. There's a screen by Aldama. From downtown, they get it back. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 4 this quarter.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Pass to Hayes. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Over to the left wing. Well, a three-pointer is right on target.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
So it's the Lakers now, following the score by Memphis. Vanderbilt misses.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Here's Coward. Offline with his 3. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Here's Coward following the bucket by the Lakers. From deep, Vanderbilt with the rebound. The Lakers controlling the game. Here's Laravia, and yes, it's good.
And it's just competing, you know. Giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Morant scanning the floor. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
So now let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge, and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, LeBron James.